More than 100 students at a Grundy County alternative high school will soon have nowhere to go. Why? Because the state hasn't paid its bills to the school, and no bank wants to float a loan because the state of Illinois is deemed to be too high a risk. CBS 2's Mike Parker is back from Morris, where the school's money has really dried up.
Sure has, Rob. There are $4.5 billion worth of unpaid bills sitting on the state controller's desk tonight. There's just no money in the state treasury to pay those bills. One of them supports the Premier Academy High School in Morris. Now it appears that little town can just say goodbye to the school. The school is shut down and dark tonight. As of December 18th, it'll be shut down for good. The Premier Academy, an alternative high school for troubled teenagers in Grundy County, will be broke. Along with similar schools in Will and Kendall County, Premier is run by the Education Service Network. Funds to support these schools and their students come from the state.
They've grown to love the staff that they've worked with, and they're basically kids that are going to be literally left out in the cold if we aren't providing services.
Merry Christmas, youngsters.
Right, unfortunately.
Morris principal Jamie Koziol and her staff learned about the closing today. Jeff May said there were tears at this meeting.
Yes.
Were you among them?
Very much so. I've worked for the agency going on 10 years and have a lot of colleagues that are dear to me. And to see them be laid off and to know that our programs, our Morris Premier is in jeopardy.
And the kids.
The kids.
Jeff May tried a Hail Mary pass today. He went to 2 area banks to try to get a bridge loan to save the school. He was turned down.
The only thing that we can provide is guarantee of future payments from the state, using it as collateral. They don't see that as a strong use or a real use of collateral.
They regard the state as kind of a deadbeat source of collateral?
Well, they don't have confidence that the state's going to pay back the bills.
The kids at the Morris School aren't the only ones who will be out in the cold. Of course, teachers and staff members from that school and from other programs run by ENS will be laid off. Rob, this is just one shameful loss arising from that lack of money in Springfield. I guarantee you there will be other equally or perhaps more dramatic stories like this in the days ahead.
Yeah, sadly, I think you're right. And we talk about the state not paying its bills, and we talk about these agencies being shut down, and now banks have no confidence in them to float anybody a loan. It's unbelievable.
It is. It truly is.
All right, Mike Parker, thank you.